Hi, it's Ms. McKenzie, your K-12 teacher librarian, and this week's book talk is going to be a little bit of a reading of an excerpt from one of the resources available through our Gale databases concerning stressed out teacher self-care. All right, so I want to remind everyone how to get to our PD books. Again, Lisa Utz secured a $10,000 grant to allow us to gain access to a plethora of digital resources for both students and staff. So I was just on the library homepage. Here's the Gale databases. This is the landing page for all kids. All of the ebooks that we have to offer, if you saw, I just clicked on that, are right here. I put in this week's K-12 curricular connection, just some information about Cameron's camp, and I shared some of that last week as well. But let me hop right over here to PD eBooks. Last week I was sharing with you that the password is Sayusla. If you ever need that Gale password, it's Sayusla, all lowercase. I was sharing that I had curated this little tiny collection of self-care books because we are about to embark on another huge shift, moving to hybrid, and we just finished half a year of teaching, and we all need reminders about self-care right now. So these books are fabulous, and I want to share specifically Sanctuaries, and I think I might just be going over a chapter each week for the foreseeable future, because I think it's what we need right now. And also at the elementary school, there is a team of staff members responding to staff stress and trauma, and they're trying to come up with some creative ways to practice self-care. Music, practicing sanctuaries, reading, breathing exercises, stretching, all that good stuff. So this is part of that. So here we go. I'm going to open up this ebook. You have different ways you can view it. Let me pop back out because I do want to just share with you, this book is by Dan. He's one of the Dave Burgess authors. He is the author of The Zen Teacher. Amazing. And what I really like about this particular book is it's almost like a little workbook. Okay, so you have little excerpts and snippets, and then you pause and reflect and fill in. And I'm just doing a quick little page by page. It's a palpable book, an easy to read book, an engaging book, so highly recommend it. All right, let me get back to the start. And the very first chapter, you're just getting a glimpse of the table of contents and some chapters. Very first chapter is just titled Sanctuaries. So where do you go to heal, to rejuvenate, to lick your wounds when life has been unkind? How do you go about creating a feeling of wholeness and erase the overwhelming notion that the universe is out to get you? What do you do to cultivate that sense at the end of the day that things will ultimately turn out all right? In shorter words, what is your sanctuary? A sanctuary is a place of refuge and protection. It is a kind of shelter that might be a literal place, a church, for example, or a park, or a mountaintop, or the ocean, or your house. Given the stressors of modern American education, it is crucial that we, especially as classroom teachers in the trenches, have a place to retreat. We need to access and develop that sense of calm that allows us to regroup and come back to our work lives refreshed. Then he relays reading The Courage to Teach, Exploring the Inner Landscapes of a Teacher's Life by Parker Palmer. And one of the quotes from that book is, "Today, in a world that's both astonishingly beautiful and horrifically cruel, sanctuary is as vital as breathing to me. Sometimes I find it in churches, monasteries, and other sites designated as sacred. But more often, I find it in places sacred to my soul, in the natural world, in the company of a trustworthy friend, in solitary or shared silence, in the ambiance of a good poem or good music." So what matters most is not where or what our sanctuary is, but just the fact that we have one. And you can see I'm skimming along a little. The truth is, life is too difficult, too challenging, too full of pain and grief and violence to not find a place where we can rest and heal and grow. We so often need a respite from the world where we can find a way to deal with the chaos and the confusion. We are too important, too special, too loved, even if we think otherwise, for that to happen, to ever happen. So if you look around and you don't see a place or a situation where you feel safe and secure and can wrap a blanket of warmth and love around you, either make it a priority to find one or ask for help from someone you trust, because everyone needs, in fact, everyone deserves a sanctuary. Where will you find yours? And so you have these really quick passages, and then it'll ask you to respond. So list 3 places, life approaches, or mindsets that are your sanctuaries in day-to-day life. And I want you to think about that and answer that question for yourself. If I were to answer that question, I'm an introvert, and so my home and nature is a sanctuary, absolutely. I also, in my spare time, art journal, and so art journaling and art in general is a sanctuary for me. And I would say a life approach that I just started this year in August was doing a grateful journal every day, and that has become a sanctuary for me in that I get up in the morning, I do my gratitude entry, and pre-plan what I hope to manifest for the day and how I'm going to serve the universe and serve my people. And I go off to work and don't even really think about it, but when I come home at night and reflect again inside of that gratitude journal, I'm just amazed at the progress that I've made, the calm mindset that I was very intentional about setting in the morning, and how that carries, I can carry that throughout the day if I stick to my gratitude journal. So anyway, those would be 3 sanctuaries or life approaches that I've been utilizing, particularly this year while we're still in the midst of a pandemic. Okay, so check out Gale, check out our PD ebook offerings. I would encourage everyone to participate. You'll probably see information about a book study down the road, but Sanctuaries, check it out. All right, thank you so much.